With the recent tragedy in Half Moon Bay, California, bringing gun violence and the topic of gun control to the forefront of discussion once again, it can be difficult to understand why stricter laws on guns cannot be implemented in America. After all, no one wants massacres like this to happen ever again. Hello, and welcome to Business Ville. In today's video, we'll examine both sides of this high-stakes issue from a rational standpoint and explore some possible solutions for mitigating future tragedies. By examining what could be done within our current parameters to reduce gun deaths and injuries in America, we may understand why strict policies have been so difficult to agree upon up until now. But before we start with our video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell for more amazing content. Now, let's get this video started. How frequently do mass shootings occur in the United States? Insider reports that there were 647 mass shootings in the United States last year. It is called a mass shooting where at least 4 people are shot or killed. In the US, there have already been 39 mass shootings in less than 3 weeks of the new year. Many shootings happened on January 23 that killed a lot of people. 2 shootings in Half Moon Bay, California, killed at least 7 people. In Oakland, 1 more person was shot and killed, and 7 other people were hurt on the same day. Which policies have been proposed in response to mass shootings? Proponents of gun control have come up with a detailed plan to cut down on the number of deaths caused by guns in the United States. As part of these policies, all gun purchases, even those from unlicensed sellers online or at gun shows, are subject to background checks, and there should be a waiting period after a gun is bought. People who support gun control have also asked for tighter regulations about who can legally buy guns. They say that people with abusive family histories, people convicted of hate crimes, and people with mental illnesses who pose a safety risk should not be able to buy guns. Some people have suggested making it illegal for people under 21 to buy guns. This would have stopped the 18-year-old shooter in Uvalde from getting his hands on his weapons. Some states have already made gun laws stricter, but federal law would make gun laws stricter everywhere. But do Americans want tougher laws on guns? There is substantial support in the United States for certain gun control policies. 84% of American voters, according to a poll conducted by Morning Consult and Politico last year, support background checks for all gun sales. When Americans are asked what they think about stricter gun laws in general, however, their opinions vary. Only 52% of Americans, according to a November Gallup poll, support stricter gun laws. This is the lowest response rate since 2014 for this question. In 2021, support for a ban on handguns reached a new low, with only 19% of Americans agreeing with such a policy, according to Gallup. A portion of this reluctance may be due to the fact that tens of millions of Americans own firearms. According to a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center in 2021, 40% of Americans live in households containing a firearm, and 30% of these individuals say they own a firearm. Has Congress previously attempted to enact stricter gun laws? Yes, Democrats in Congress have repeatedly advocated for stricter gun laws, which could help reduce the frequency of mass shootings in the United States. In 2013, months after the tragic shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, Congress attempted to pass a compromise bill to expand background checks. This bill could not pass the Senate because the majority of Republicans and a few Democrats opposed it. After the bill was defeated, President Barack Obama delivered a fiery speech in which he blamed the National Rifle Association, which was adamantly opposed to it, and vowed to campaign against any senator who supported it. Obama stated at the time that the gun lobby and its allies intentionally lied about the bill rather than support this compromise. But we can do more if Congress gets its act together. What is the next step in enacting gun control legislation? The Democrat-controlled House has already passed legislation extending background checks to all gun sales and transfers, and closing the so-called Charleston loophole. This loophole, which would require licensed gun sellers to wait longer for a completed background check before transferring a firearm to an unlicensed buyer, allowed a white gunman to target an historically black church in Charleston, South Carolina, in 2015. These bills passed by the House have little chance of passing the evenly divided Senate at this time. There is a high probability that Republican senators will not pass any proposed gun control legislation, and Democrats lack the necessary 60 votes to move these bills forward. Despite the widespread gun violence and school shootings in the United States, little has been done in terms of stricter gun laws. One reason for the slow pace of change is the influential gun lobby, but another is that many Americans are unaware of how easy it is to obtain a firearm. People frequently believe that nothing can be done to prevent mass shootings. But we can make progress on this issue if we work together to raise awareness and put pressure on our legislators. Comment below on what you believe must be done to get stricter gun laws in the United States. And that concludes today's video. Please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.